Welcome to the Matter Video Lab. Before we start, make sure you have answered the pre-lab question on your worksheet. If you have not answered that yet, pause the video until you're ready. So what exactly is matter? Matter is anything that has weight and takes up space. A particle is the smallest possible unit of matter. Understanding that matter is made of tiny particles too small to be seen can help us understand the behavior and properties of matter, which is exactly what we're going to do in part 1. We'll be looking at paper, balloons, and syringes. Look at your worksheet under Data and Analysis for part 1. There will be 3 short experiments. For each experiment, under column 1, you will describe what the experiment is about. In the second column, under observations, you will write what you observed happening in that experiment. And in the last column, you'll state your argument or evidence that air is made of particles too small to be seen and has mass and takes up space. So here comes experiment number 1. We're starting with 2 sheets of paper, the same size. I took one of those sheets of paper and wadded it into a ball. Pause the video so you can complete your data table for experiment number 1. If you need to go back and watch the video again, you can. When you're ready to go to experiment number 2, start the video again. Experiment number 2, I have 2 balloons. I inflated both of them, but as you can see, one is inflated more than the other. Pause the video to complete your data table for experiment number 2, and when you're ready, start the video again. Pause the video to complete your data table for experiment number 3. When you're ready, we'll start part 2. In part 2, we'll be using a syringe and a ping pong ball to observe how air affects the ping pong ball. You can see our materials and equipment here. There's the syringe, the ping pong ball, and I have a ruler. Look at part 2 on your worksheet. Here's the data that you will be collecting. You need to observe the volume of air in the syringe for each trial, the distance the ping pong ball travels in centimeters for each trial, and then the observations of what happened. Notice there on your worksheet as well, you'll need to list the independent variable, the dependent variable, and the controlled variable or variables. Here is the setup. The tip of the syringe is 10 centimeters away from the ping pong ball, and I've got that designated by the red lines there. Pause the video if you need to complete your data observations, and then start the video again when you're ready. Pause the video if you need to complete your data observations, and then start the video again when you're ready. Pause the video if you need to complete your data observations, and then start the video again when you're ready. Now it's time to complete your worksheet with the analysis questions. Good luck!